What's up, guys? It's D here. Today we have a very unique episode of my vlog. So Chris and Lee own a business called the Leverage Showroom, and I started videotaping a lot of my meetings, and this is kind of the reason why. We're going to give you super insightful kind of behind the scenes of the apparel industry, behind the scenes of streetwear, behind the scenes of brand owners, and this kind of the struggles we go through running these businesses. Chris and Lee have built this incredible business where they've built a bunch of brands, and they sell it, and they design it, and they market it, completely vertically integrated. It's a very unique situation. And they're partners with Lonzo and LeVar on Zo Apparel, which, if you don't know me, I'm obsessed with what they're doing. I think they're groundbreaking. I think they're disrupting the entire apparel industry, specifically the sports industry, and how these deals are going to get structured in the future. And we talk about deal specifics. We talk about a lot of things that I think can be really useful for you guys who are building your own brands, building your own businesses. So check it out. It's a really interesting episode. Because every time a player comes into my office, he's like, "Oh, I just signed with Nike," and so this was, and they blocked so many deals. Like Chris Paul had to redo his Jordan deal to work with us.
Oh wow! Yeah.
You know, because he wanted to work with us, and he was just like, Nike kept blocking us.
Yep. And
I was like, this sucks. Like, we don't even compete with them. Specifically, 5'4" definitely doesn't compete with them.
Yeah.
So then I finally went. I used to ask all these athletes, specifically football players. I was like, "Yo, let me see your Nike contract." And I'm like, "It's product deal?" Most of them have a product deal. Like, they're getting $25,000 a product to the store. Like, why are you signing with Nike for $25,000 worth of product?
Oh yeah.
Like, you might as well do your own thing, sell your own merch, do something.
I mean, I'm gonna break it down to you. Let's just say this: if Zo would have signed as the number 2 pick in the draft, right? The max he would have gotten for Nike would have been like what, $2 to $4 million,
and he would have been the biggest by far, right?
Yeah.
Deal?
No, Ben Simmons got $5 million.
Okay.
Because you're the first pick overall in the draft. The first pick normally gets the highest, highest shoe deal, right? But he made more than that already with Big Baller Brand.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, he was smarter because not only did he generate that money, he's also generating all the other business that he's getting from everything else he wants to do. He doesn't have to just
no restrictions.
No restrictions. Yeah. That's the thing. No restrictions. So when we had deals like with doing something with Bryce, you know, the biggest thing was he couldn't do anything as with Under Armour, right? Yeah. But there's one thing that he could do. It's denim. That's the reason why he was able to do it. You know. So all these like contract deals and apparel deals, it's fucking tough as shit.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That like that's why I'm so excited about what they're doing. Is we'll look back 5 years and we'll see how big and successful whatever the business is. I think it's going to be successful, but like, it's disrupting the way people do business. And like me doing the same exact thing for 16 years, I've been blocked by so many brands for so long. So when I saw that, I'm like, hell yeah. Screw this whole thing. Because like Nike and Adidas have caused me hell for 10 years.
We're exactly the same way because we disrupted like our industry. Because our industry was used to, okay, well, if I'm going to wholesale, I'm going to wholesale, you know, 9 months, a year out. We were just like, fuck, when you're wholesaling 9 months to like a year out, the retailer doesn't know what the fuck they bought by the time it comes, and it might not be fresh anymore. And so we were able to work with our factories and our retailers to go, what, 90 days out now, Lee?
90 days.
Yeah.
Sometime at the beginning we were doing like 35 days because we were airing everything in.
Oh wow.
35-day turnaround time. Going in blind.
Yeah. And the thing is like, what I noticed from afar about your business is the price points, because like that's the game we play, and like. The fact that you're able to deliver that quality of product at that price and hit the speed is like, no one's doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what 5'4" used to do 10 years ago, and we just got burned by the retailers, so we just, you know, put our head between our legs and left that part of the business and started going direct.
I think the biggest thing too is like your distribution to your channels. Because the thing not a lot of people know about us is that we have a legit in-house sales team. That's like 2 dudes for every single territory, a showroom in Miami and a showroom in New York. So the minute, like, let's just say me and you made a collection together, 1,000 units, you know, blind. You know, most companies that have one sales rep shoot out emails. How many people can you talk to in a day? Right. Well, you have 8. And everybody's in this little territory. By the end of the day, that 1,000 units is done. It's gone. You know,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's all distro.
And then how do you feel like the health of all those retailers? Like
at the same time, not a lot of people focus on these smaller guys. That's like the biggest thing. Like,
but you're talking Buckle, Zoomies. I mean,
those guys are the big guys.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about your mom and pop shops, the guys in like Louisiana, the guys in Miami, the guys in like middle of nowhere Texas.
And they're buying 12 to 18 pieces of style every month on 10 styles.
Yeah, maybe. But here he's one of our
actually,
yeah.
We make more money on boutiques than the majors.
Yeah, of course.
By far, like it's our boutiques are buying a lot of product.
And they did not discount. You didn't ask them for discounts, and
you know, I think we build a product that they trust, and they're always constantly buying it because they know it's gonna sell. After we launched, there's 1,000 denim brands at the trade show.
Yeah,
they were still buying from us.
Yeah, because
they know it's a product that you can deliver on time. The quality's great. We know what we're buying, and we stand behind everything you guys do. And why am I gonna go buy one? This brand has one pair of jeans. Why am I gonna buy that when I can just buy everything from you guys?
And do you guys own all the brands you sell, or partnered with, or how does it work?
Yeah, so we own a lot of them, just me and Chris, and then we partner up with people. So if we believe in someone, or you know, there's a brand that's up and coming, and we believe in that brand, we don't mind. You know, we'll partner up with that person.
Yeah. So in like the Lonzo ball situation, that's like a operating partner type.
Yeah, just for the ZO2 collection.
Yeah.
So we kind of do the back end of it.
Yeah. And then
obviously,
they do design, marketing, or whatever.
We do they're just the marketing.
Yeah.
The marketing, everything else.
You do fulfillment. And it's all direct to consumer.
Yep.
You don't envision wholesale?
I mean, we're gonna be doing wholesale, but the main thing with that brand is that, you know, they have the voice, they have the network that people actually do want to buy it and they're looking for it. So we're just gonna start off with that first.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be opening up the wholesale like relatively pretty soon.
And you what's the vision there? Because like you can go anywhere with it, right?
Honestly, the vision there when I pitched the deal to them.
How'd you even meet him?
It's crazy as it was. One of my buddies, I posted that shoe when that shoe came out.
Yeah.
And I just posted on social media, and I was like $4.95. I was like, yo, BBB, hit me up if you need help with getting these prices down, right? And it was funny. So one of my buddy knows him. Was like, hey, are you serious about this? I can connect you guys in an email with like one of their business partners. He connected me, and that's it. They came over, we spoke, and my vision for BBB was I wanted to make them the new and1.
Yeah.
Because back when I was in high school, that was it. They disrupted the whole apparel industry back then. They were the first brand that had its own touring team, had a different looking merch.
I used to stand in line for the videos, the VHS tapes.
Not only that, do you remember that's like the first pair of basketball shoes that you bought that wasn't Nike and Reebok back then? Those Stephon Marburys.
Yeah.
And just that whole look. They changed the culture of streetwear and basketball during that time. They had like a short run. What was it, like 3 years, 4 years?
Maybe longer.
With like that MTV show, but I think as a whole,
I
mean, they're still around, but as a whole.
Maybe, they left a standing kind of mark on the big.
And I told him too. I was like, "Yo, what you guys are doing is this era's and1, and and1 was like a multi-million-dollar company.
Oh, it was huge.
It was huge, you know. And when I pitched that, and then they knew that we were behind some of these other brands, and the kids, you know, Zoe, Mello, and Jello actually liked the stuff. They were just like, "Okay, this is easy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you think it'll stay in apparel, or do you think it goes to like activewear, or like do you guys?
He does a little bit of everything. I mean, we have flannels for it. We have denim. We have, you know, sweatsuits, basketball, jerseys.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it could be a lifestyle brand.
And obviously, you guys can source it cheaper, but you want to keep it as a premium luxury brand.
Yeah. And then, at the end of the day, the fabric that they're using it's better than everything else that we have as well, because you have to justify it. You have to justify it, but it's not crazy. It's not as expensive as you see as the shoe.
Yeah.
You know, the basketball shorts are what?
90.
90.
Yeah.
90.
It's like Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah. So we priced it pretty well.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just fascinated by it, and I hope it works big. Like, I don't want it to be a small thing either, because like, I just think that like all those brands, those heritage brands, not just in sportswear, but just in general, have been like sitting on their high horse for so long. And like, I'm still working with a lot of these retailers and brands for different projects, and it's just so frustrating working with all of them.
In a day, just like you guys, like you get cock blocked by Nike and stuff, and we get cock blocked for on our denim side by bigger brands, like bigger brands in that lane. They use us in conversations like, oh, I will give you a discount if you don't carry anything from the leverage from Embellish or whatever. You know, and my retail's like, what the fuck, why would I do that? You know, we get that.
Well, and that's such an old like school way of doing business. Like when we all started, how long have you guys been doing this?
2000. I've been in 13. He's been in like 10. Like
like when I started in 2002, these guys were just vicious the way they treated each other.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't care. Like why can't everyone just be doing well? And it's just stupid, messed up way. I used to do the sales, so I sat in all the embassy suites all over the country by myself with like old Jewish guys talking about like,
we were there.
Yo, happy hour at it's 4:30 with the free nuts, and those guys were not helpful to the way I thought about business. I'm like, I'll help you, you help me, make introduction. Yeah. No one would ever introduce me to anybody.
That's those old Garmental dudes.
Yeah,
they want every cent. They're not trying to share.
Yeah.
They're not trying to let new people in the game.
Yeah, which is so stupid because if you do that, you could improve someone else's business that could help everybody.
Yeah. The funny thing about us is that we were helping out other reps, and then from us helping out other reps, they ended up becoming on our team. So like Lee used to travel with our Southeast rep, and they were just friends. Yeah. They would just travel together and show stores together. Yeah. And when we had the brand Embellish, we brought him on. Yeah. And then our Northeast rep, Eddie, I've known him through the trade shows like for a minute. And, when the time was available, we brought him on. Awesome. And so it's one of those things. It's like, I think this new generations are more open to it. Yeah. And then for us, we've never ever went to a store and says, hey, if you don't carry so-and-so, you can carry me. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You not buying them doesn't mean shit. If my product doesn't sell for you, who gives a fuck? Yeah. So why am I gonna cock block a dude if my shit's not good? Yeah.
That was so funny because like you obviously know Kevion. Yeah. For some reason, we were joking about it a few months ago. I was like, for some reason, you guys hated our guts. And he's like, honestly, I don't even know why. We just hated you. Yeah. And then, so we ended up hating them. And
this is the LRG.
Yeah, LRG days. Yeah. I'm like, we literally were like, you know what? I hate these guys. Yeah. And they're the reason why we even started our brand, because we used to look at them like, they're young, they're doing it. Yeah. And like in college. And I was like, and then it just became this crazy animosity where we would see each other and just hate each other's guts. And like, obviously now we're all adults, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But I was telling him the other day, I'm like, man, I hated you for like 12 years.
But you gotta understand, that old streetwear, that was old streetwear. Yeah. You just clicked. Yeah. You clicked and it's retarded. Yeah. It was like the West Coast guys fucked with the West Coast guys. Yeah. The East Coast guys fucked with the East Coast guys. Yeah. No one fucked with anybody in Orange County. That's why everybody at LRG, that's how it was.
In a sense, it's kind of like the bigger brands, they're trying to cock block everyone for money. Yeah. And I think that whole streetwear era was trying to, if you weren't part of that inner clique, they were cock blocking.
Well, even now, there's obviously, there's like, there's little cliques within the community, like the higher end brands obviously all work together and collaborate with each other. But I think they do a good job of like putting each other on. Or at least they do that, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. So, but I don't think it's hostile like it was for no reason. Yeah. We all hated each other. Yeah.
I don't think anyone's looking to give anybody a bone.
It was just funny because I was just like, now that Kevion's like everyone's friends with everyone, and I'm just like, man, I used to hate you. I'm like, now we're having dinner. That's weird.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really awesome.